We each have an iconic story. You have the
Don't we?
inspector
Yeah.
that brings you into real estate, and it almost always starts with a personal experience. Mine was buying our first house in Seattle. We'd been in a rental property that historic real estate agent whose brand I wanted to change found us. Lisa, my wife, calling me, at the office one day saying, "Oh my God, there's a notice stapled to our front door. The landlord hadn't been paying his mortgage and we were going to get evicted. Even though we were paying our rent, he was pocketing it. I don't judge." So we had to get out. We'd found a house. Houses were inexpensive comparatively to now, but sparse in Seattle at the time. And it was the day before closing. We still didn't have any closing docs. And I remember, I'll say it. I always say it. It was ING was the lender.
Oh, man.
And we had no closing docs the day before, and no one could get in touch. It was through a broker with the bank. And we weren't going to close, and we were going to lose our earnest money because there was a backup offer, and we weren't going to have a place to live.
Oh, God.
And I have what I call buyer's head. And to this day, I think back to buyer's head when we're building these products, whether it be at Zillow before this or at Tomo today, is I have empathy for that person who has basically the sweats because they're just not sure that it's going to come together, and they have shame. And so I had shame at the moment. Oh, my God, is my little family going to be in between places, and is all of our stuff going to be in boxes in Seattle in front of our house in the rain getting melted? I know that wouldn't really happen, but that was what I felt.
Yeah.
And at that point, I swore, for real, I was working at Zillow at the time, but this is many, many years ago. It was 2 years into the journey or 3 years into the journey. I swore I was going to start a mortgage company one day. And so there's a direct line, what we're trying to work on today, to that feeling I had. And that's what we're trying to do here, is not have that feeling by digitizing it and bringing humanity to it.
The thing that, so I've known you for many years.
Yeah.
But it was sort of this casual.
Yeah.
I'd see you at an event.
Do you know who introduced us the first time? Our friend.
Errol?
Yes, our friend Errol Samuelson.
Yeah, Errol. I've known him a long time.
Yeah.
And I would see you at events, and you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy. We say hi, but we never got into real dialogue. Yeah. It wasn't until I came out to Connecticut. Because of all the Zillow people, I connected, I related to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure why, but it's one of those things where you meet somebody and you kind of, there's a connection. So when I came out, Stanford,
yeah.
And we hung out outside and we chatted.
Yeah.
I got to know you a little more personally. Then when we worked together, I didn't realize how deep your empathy runs. That I don't hear enough of.
Yep.
In real estate, which is sad because this industry should be so riddled with empathy, given what we do. And this is, again, my rant against personal brand. Stop making it about yourself. Because there are people out there who are hurting. There's so many buyers that want to buy. There's so many sellers that need to sell. There's so many real estate realities that you could be touching those topics and maybe actually building a brand, talking about things that matter to people, more so than you.
Yeah.
And but I didn't realize that you had such a deep sense of concern. But that's what drives solutions. That's how we make the world better.
Yeah. Being dissatisfied.
Yeah.